Under the silver hush of midnight, when the world is half asleep and half awake, I found myself standing at the threshold of a new beginning. The night was still, save for the rustle of wind tugging at the trees, whispering secrets only those who listen closely can hear. And in that quiet, there was your presence steady, your eyes carrying both the weight of your battles and the light of your hopes. From the moment our paths crossed, I felt as though fate had tilted the world slightly, nudging me into a story I had never imagined yet had always longed for. You were not a gentle ripple across my life, you were the storm, the tide, the wave that reshaped every shoreline I thought permanent. In your gaze, I discovered both refuge and fire. In your touch, I felt the trembling truth that love is not merely found, it is fought for, piece by piece, heartbeat by heartbeat. Ours was not a love wrapped in roses and serenades. No, it was carved from struggle, forged in defiance of a world that sought to pull us apart. Every whispered vow between us was a rebellion, every embrace a fortress against shadows that circled closer each day. And yet in all that defiance, there was tenderness. There was laughter that softened the sharpest edges, and quiet moments when the world fell away until there was nothing left but your hand in mine. As I stood in that midnight silence, watching you breathe, I knew with a clarity beyond doubt that the story of us was not one of chance, but of destiny. The universe had written you into my soul long before I knew your name, long before my lips ever shaped the word love. And now, with the stars above as witness, I soar silently, fiercely, no matter the storms to come, no matter the enemies that circle, I will walk every step of this path with you. Because love, our love, is not a fleeting flame, it is a fire that refuses to die, even when the winds rise against it. The night deepened, and with it, my thoughts unraveled into endless threads about you, about the way our love was never meant to be ordinary. There is something about you that doesn't just touch me, it claims me. I have tried to explain it to myself 1,000 times. Show one soul can feel so utterly tied to another, but no explanation ever satisfies. It isn't coincidence, it isn't simple attraction, it is something written in the marrow of my bones. When you look at me, I feel as though every unanswered question in my life finds its reply in the quiet certainty of your gaze. You are both the question and the answer, the mystery and the solution, the storm and the shelter. Do you realize what it means when I say I carry you with me? It is not a passing phrase, not an exaggeration. You are with me when the sun rises, and I am alone at dawn. You are in the sound of rain tapping against my window, in the stillness between my breaths, in the pulse that pushes blood through my veins. Every dream I dream bends itself around you, shaping into a future that feels more like a promise than a possibility. I cannot separate you from myself anymore, nor would I ever wish to, for to lose you would be to lose the very essence of who I have become. Our love is not perfect, and perhaps that is why it feels so endlessly powerful. We have known pain, distance, doubt, moments when the world seemed determined to tear us away from one another. Yet every trial has only carved us deeper into each other's souls. Where cracks formed, love poured in, sealing them stronger than before. Where silence lingered, the memory of your voice filled the void, reminding me that absence is never the end when two hearts are bound beyond time and space. Even in the days when fear gnawed at the edges of my hope, there was always something unshakable at the center, the knowledge that no force on earth could erase what we are. I think of the future often, not with anxiety, but with hunger. I imagine the mornings when I will wake with you beside me, the soft light falling across your face, and I will not need to close my eyes to dream, because everything I could ever want will already be there in front of me. I imagine the evenings when our hands will grow old together, but never tired of reaching for one another. And I imagine the quite victorious little smiles, the ordinary moments that will stitch themselves into the most extraordinary tapestry of our lives. Even now as the stars guard our secrets and the world lies in its restless sleep, I can feel the immensity of what we are building. This love is not fleeting. It is not fragile. It is not a passing chapter in some unfinished book. It is the epic, the eternal, the endless tale that refuses to fade. And I know, with every fiber of who I am, that I will spend the rest of my days proving to you that no matter how far the roads twist, no matter how heavy the storms fall, we will not break. Because I am yours, entirely, endlessly, without condition or end. And so my love,